I recently came across this website called Axios that published the findings of a survey that was carried out by Writer. And the survey concluded that AI adoption is putting executives and employees against each other, stating that executives feel that AI adoption in their organizations are very successful and going on well, whereas employees are giving and painting a different picture entirely. The survey surveyed 800 executives and 800 employees. And when I saw the results, which I'm going to read out to you, here are some of the conclusions from the findings. So it asked, how many feel their company's approach to AI is well controlled and highly strategic? 73% of executives agreed to that, while only 47% of employees agreed to that. Think their company has been successful in adopting AI over the past 12 months. 75% of executives agreed with that, while 45% of employees agreed to that. You can see there's quite, a difference in perception there. Say their company has an AI strategy. 89% of executives say that their company has an AI strategy, while only 57% of employees surveyed agreed that the companies they work at have an AI strategy. Believe their company has a high level of AI literacy. 64% of executives agreed with that, while only 33% of executives agreed with that. Now you can see there's quite a disparity between what executives think about AI adoption and what employees think about AI adoption. And what could be the reasons for this? One of the reasons which we encounter with the clients we work with is misalignment between strategy and implementation. They tell us we have this very clear strategy, they have a very good vision, they know exactly what they want, but when it comes to implementation, it falls flat, and it doesn't match up to the strategy. And we've seen this across multiple clients we've had to work with. Now, another reason for this could be, especially with the AI case, could be that the way executives are pushing AI in their organizations is at a faster rate than the employees can take up and follow up with, right? It may require some change in their workflows. It may require training and retraining and reskilling in order to really get that adoption flowing in the organization. But the push from executives is very hard, whereas the employee adoption in terms of getting the training they need to use or make the changes in those workflows is lagging. Another reason could be, which was also mentioned in the survey, poor implementation. It could be that these AI solutions are being implemented in a rush, and the executives feel that, yes, we have implemented AI in our organization, and they check it off, and they feel they've successfully implemented AI, whereas on the ground, because the AI implementation was done very poorly, the employees think totally otherwise. It's actually even a flop. Another reason which the survey highlighted is employees are actually scared that widespread implementation and adoption of AI in the workplace would lead to their replacement, which is valid. But the main focus for this video is to highlight the fact that if executives only push and focus on strategy and vision in boardrooms with consultants, then they may struggle with implementation, especially if they don't break down that strategy in such a way that it makes sense to the employees, and especially if they also don't involve employees when they are talking about these strategies or trying to understand what's on ground. So to be successful, or as a business owner, how do you avoid all of this? One thing you need to know is, yes, top-down strategy approach is good, but you also need to do a bottom-up approach. You need to do the two and marry them together. Now, depending on how large your organization is, the executives may be further detached from what's really happening on ground. So the first thing you need to do, especially with AI, you need to just have your strategy, have your long-term plans, but you also need to talk to employees, discuss with them, and find out what are the real pain points and challenges that they experience in their own day-to-day work. Gather information from them and ask them how they feel the best solution to these challenges would be. And then you try and match those two things with your strategy. That way, you have a higher chance of success with your AI implementations and AI adoption. Otherwise, you would push for all these solutions and your employees would find ways of not making it work. Sometimes it's not even their fault. It just doesn't work. Or you're focusing on areas that are not really important to them because they have milestones, they have goals, they have benchmarks that they need to meet and surpass. And if you're doing an AI implementation that is going counter to what they're going to be measured against, then you can see that the interest will not be there. So all these things need to be aligned. So the simple thing you need to do is top-down approach and a bottom-up approach. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please subscribe, share, and like. And if you have any questions, please add them in the comments.